Good Muley Falcher. Welcome to the Jacobite hiker. Right folks, there's the Bothy just there. Just come down the path there and we're heading to Buying Glass. This is about 3 miles. So I'll try and do a wee bit of filming. I've got the poncho on. So you can see some of the walk. Not do much filming to be honest. Swap arms. Over the bum. Steady, not sure how steady that was. So we've got about 3 miles to Buying Glass. It's 10 miles to the turn off. Either go right down the hill to Larrick or left another 7 miles to Tyndrum. So I don't know what will get done. If I can charge the phone for half an hour at Buying Glass and then half an hour at Larrick, that'd be great. It's only drizzle really, but I've got the poncho on. Blade gets wet, it'll get heavy. So I'll let you see what some of the path's like. It's easier than Loch Lomond from here on right the way through to Fort William, pretty much. The only hard part is a hill coming up here, which is very steep. There's another old croft in there, that kind of wall. Aye. Poncho stinks. The silicone. I need to redo it. Oh look, it's just everywhere. That's gorgeous. Right. There's a view of the house above the Bothy, middle of the screen. In the loch, there's a wee chaffinch there. The wee birds follow the hikers here. I've not eaten much the past few days since I've not really one thing a day. I feel alright. Bit slimmer when I go back. It's just drizzle. And get a nice view of old Louis soon, Susie Boozy. There's Sassenach Sue. Places where there's kids, I've put shots on underneath the blade today, which is a good job because I think I've got it just a tad high, so the wind would have been showing my arse and my balls. So get up into the hills again, I'll get them off. Doesn't feel right wearing stuff underneath, but I've got to be respectful and have a wee bit of dignity for the kids and that if they're around you. See an old man's Highland arse there. Nice welcome stop. There's Highland Way just across the water there, Susie. Oh. Right, I think I'll put the camera away so we get to that steep hill. I don't want to waste too much time, you know. Oh, a bit of a landslide there. path. You can still trip on these wee bits, you know. So I don't want to do that. So I'll catch you up later on. Going that way. Catch you later. Cheerio. Right folks, that's Doune Bothy on the hill. The weather's trying to get better. Walk over with some ducks. Follow the path along there. A wee river crossing. It's got about 10-15 feet across. There's no decent boulders to stand on. Right, that's lovely. Look at that. Right, I'm going to cross this. Put the camera away, I'll need both hands. I'll catch you further along. How do you do with that? Cheerio. There we go, Susie. Hardly. I'll film this wee bit for you, darling. That was a good trip we had last. I wish it was the same type of trip now. And towards the loch. Up into the hills. Right. It's a wee starry, but I'm just going to jump the fence, which I think is what we did before. Ferry coming in, bringing someone over. Louis down the bottom. That was a good trip, love. Right. Path goes this way, up over that hill. Catch you later. I'll leave it with that. Right folks, just come up into the hill after our leash. More goats. 4 or 5 of them. Try and zoom in a wee bit. There we go. A couple behind the trees and over the hill. Right. That buoy's way down below us down there. And the loch's behind us. So, path was up here, uphill, and then it's about a mile and something to Banglass. Another wee stream. I'll leave you with the stream when it goes. Catch you later. Cheerio! Right folks, there's another goat. In the middle of the screen there's Doune Bothy, my home for the last 3 days. 3 nights, 2 days. There's the loch, Highland Way in the centre of the screen. Still don't know why it's called that. There's the loch, main road on the other side. Some rain up there in the hills. I've still got the poncho on, still got the hill to do. There's our Louis, darling. I'll get you back there sometime soon. That was a really good trip with you. Right, so the path goes through here and up that hill there. You can't see it from here. Let's go down here. Might make out the guy in the red jacket. End of the screen. Up to that thick post up there. It's a bit of a colour, that hill. and it's down into Glenfarloch and down towards Banglass. So we'll catch you up there somewhere where he is, or at the top of that. I'll leave you with that, Louis. Catch you later, folks. Okay, folks, that's us just about the last view of the loch from what I can remember. Highland Dive out in the middle. That's down towards Ardley, which is just over the hill here. We get to the post. Dario Mir. We get to the post. Dario Milargani. That says 63 to 3, I think. And the path goes this way. I think we're downhill, a mile and a bit into Banglass. Look at the sun on the hill over there. Gorgeous. The weather's trying to get better, folks. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll leave you with that view. It's got to be the prettiest loch we've got in Scotland, that's for sure. Certainly challenging walking all that side on the left there. East coast. Right, I'm gonna go. I'll leave you with that. Cheerio. Right, folks, that's us at the highest bit here, I think, just almost. Just got that wee bit there to go. More wild goats right on the path, 5 of them, big horns. Got a slippy boardwalk to go over first. Up some stairs. Up to there. Downhill towards Banglass. Past these 5 buggers and all. That'll be interesting. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to switch to the wee camera. See you in a bit. Right, folks, that's the path. Wild goat right next to it there. 3 there. 1 there. There's a path through the middle of there. Downhill, I think, flying grass. Hello, beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hello. Right, downhill. Alright, stay there. Downhill by glass, wind's picking up. The other way. There's a good view of the loch. Right, sun's trying to come out. Right, pretty much all the way downhill now. Thank God. Down through the trees to Banglass. One last view of the loch. Gorgeous. Right. Patch it down now. Cheerio. Right, folks. After the wild goats, to that ridge there, down some boardwalk, down there, through the path comes round here. And we're almost at Banglass. A wee pond thing in there. There'll be river crossing through these trees, down to the other trees. And I think we're pretty much there. Lovely. The path goes through here, down through the trees, and I think we're pretty much there. Tired already. Look at that, Susie. You've got to do this next section with me, darling. It's lovely. Right. Through the trees. Down the hill to the next lot of trees. Behind glass, I hope. I need a break when I get there, that's for sure. Pint of water. Hopefully top up supplies. Probably said all this already, not on me. A lot of rain, paths are really bad. That's a good bit. I'm tired. I've had 2 and a bit lazy days. Carrying anything. That's probably why I'm tired actually. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, down these trees. Behind glass. I'll leave you with that. Cheerio. Hey folks, that's the way we came. Starting to get a slight drizzle, which is a shame because I've got the poncho off. We're heading down that way. That's the Drovers Inn in the middle of the screen. Behind glasses through the trees just below that. So we're heading that way. I'll catch you along there. Right folks, you come down out the hills through this gate and there's a wee river crossing. So it's just a wee one. Stepping stones. And then you're down through the trees, over the bridge, and at the behind glass. So it's not raining at the moment. We'll try and film a wee bit of that. As I said before, hopefully they'll let me stop half hour or so. Get in touch with Sue, see if I can get some supplies, and then make our way towards the woods above Crane Larrick and maybe pitch up or see how things go here. I need to sort the bag out. It feels shoulder heavy today. That might be because I've had 2 lazy days, almost 3 lazy days. We shall see. I can see the Drovers Inn through the trees. This big camera won't pick it up. So yeah, Doune Bothy to Behind Glass. 3 miles or so. Not 1. Sorry guys. Oh, it's a wee bit steep here. Might need to put the camera away. Don't know what I'm filming, I'm watching the path. Still way easier than Lochland, that's for sure. It's brutal, especially Inversnaid to Doune Bothy. That section is a killer. a wee bit up and down here. I'm going to put the camera away. It's just down there, basically. It's just down there. Catch you there. Cheerio. Hi folks, I've taken up the hills, follow the path all the way down through the trees, blah blah blah. Get to here. The drove us in, it's just over there. There's a bridge over there. That by glass. So I'm going to find the bar, see if I can get hooked up. Catch you later. Cheerio.
And the fella in the corner is hiking the West Highland Way in a kilt.
Davy, the Jacobite hiker.
What's a Jacobite hiker, do you know?
That's his YouTube handle.
Oh, okay.
This is a lovely room I stayed in last night, courtesy of Annie Knight and Betsy. Just unbelievably kind. I stayed in this room once before. I wasn't sure if it was this room, one of the others that I had somebody whispering in my ear. I think that was the gun room in 2021. It's next door. There's an ensuite as well. So I managed to have a shower and everything last night. Just open those curtains again. Just, yeah, unbelievably kind. Oh, look at the waterfall. It's the grey mare's tail. Me, Wilbroy in the window. I sat in the bed last night, waiting to see if anyone was coming to collect Annie's poles, Annie and Betsy's poles. And I'm sitting on the bed here, looking out the window, dressed like this, and I was outfit in the white hair. This man and woman went to their car, and the lady just happened to look up and seen me, pointed to her husband from down there, and he looked up, and they looked like they thought they'd seen a ghost. So I stood up and had a wee bow, and then she put her hand up to her chest, and you could see a gasp of relief on her face, and he started laughing. So I picked up the coffee cup which I had on the side here and toasted them with it, and then they both started laughing. Just priceless. They actually thought they'd seen a ghost sitting in the window. Oh, really good. I can show you this room again. It's just unbelievably kind people. Look at that, a comfortable night, everything's charged up, both power banks, camera, batteries, phone, had a shower, washed my clothes, dried them in the radiators, plenty of teas and coffees all night, keep me awake so I could get everything done. Bags are all packed, ready to go. I've strapped the girls, the ladies, sticks together, make it easier to carry across the road. unbelievable. Firstly, just want to thank Annie Knight and Betsy for kindly, extremely kindly coming back to Pineglass and offering me the room that they paid for at the Drovers Inn yesterday. It has been a complete godsend. I've never seen such unbelievable kindness bestowed upon me ever. And I'm sincerely humbled and overwhelmed by the generosity that you've shown me, and I'll never ever forget it. Also to Nikki at Buying Glass and all the amazing staff, Morgan, Robin, Mitchell, Stevie, TJ, and the chap that I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. I've seen you on the trail a few times, definitely recognise you straight away. Just all been amazing, and just words cannot express how grateful I am to every single one of you, and also to Wendy and Jamie at the Drovers Inn. Just so humbled. I've managed to charge up all my electrical gear, had a shower, managed to wash my clothes, get them dried overnight in the radiators and stuff, and so I'm all fresh until I get to probably Fort William now. And Annie Knight and Betsy, just close to tears just thinking about how kind you've been. I'll never ever forget yesterday and today for as long as I live. I cannot thank you enough. You've left your walking poles here. I'll bring them over to Pineglass after breakfast this morning. And I hope to keep in touch with you, and I hope to see you on the trail. Enjoy your walk, ladies, and again, absolutely marvellous, absolutely marvellous. It's so nice to know that between you guys and everyone at Pineglass, there's still genuine, caring people in the world. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I can't thank you enough. See you on the trail, ladies. This is 5 metres long, or 8 yards, and 1.5 metres wide, and it's just basically one big blanket. It's called a Philly Moor, Brecon the belted plaid, and it was originally your sleep system, your day cloak, your overall, and it just kept you warm in all weather. It's an all-purpose garment. This is 16-ounce wool, pure wool, and even when it gets wet, it keeps it 80% of its insulative value, so it still keeps you warm. The Highlanders apparently used to pee in it or used to dip it in the ice to help keep the cold weather away from them. And there wasn't any set tartans back in the day. It was all done by whatever roots, berries or tree bark was in the area.
We stayed at the Binglass guest house at the campsite. It was really nice. They are the nicest people there. Nikki, I believe, is the owner, or at least one of the owners. And man, they could not have been nicer. We met such nice people here. And funny story, we're at the pub when we first got here, and Betsy ordered a Guinness, and I said, do you have any non-alcoholic beverages? And so I said, do you have like Guinness Zero, the Guinness beer without the alcohol? And a guy sitting near the bar said, oh, would you do that to a Guinness? No alcohol, that's a waste. And I said, well, I can't take it because of medicine. He's like, oh, I've never heard of such a thing. I said, yeah, Guinness Zero. I had some in Glasgow. It's great. He said, oh, that's not right. And I said, well, I'm looking on your table. You've got just a glass of clear liquid. Are you drinking water? And the bartender said, oh, we call that vodka zero.
Okay folks, I've just left Bindglass campsite after bumping into Annie again. I'm walking back to Bindglass. I've just seen Nikki and thanked her again for all the help yesterday, and she had a gas bottle, so I don't even need to go into Craiglanlarich. So you leave Bindglass and you follow this road. It's like an old access road. And we're going down towards Glenfalloch and the Falls of Falloch. So it's quite a normal road, so I'll catch you further along the track. Tell you, I can't believe the unbelievable luck that I've had and the amount of kindness I've been shown the past 2 days. It's just unbelievable. Thank you everybody. Catch you along the way. Cheerio. Okay folks, so after Bindglass you follow that road all the way down, and there's a kind of crossroads down there, and you turn right up this little path. It's gorgeous. I think we're going to get some rain later. Hopefully I'll be pitched up by then. So yeah, we've got the A. And you follow this path up, follow this little bridge down through the trees. So I'll catch you along there somewhere. I'll leave you with that. That's just amazing. Isn't that just amazing? Here they come, here come the hikers. That might be Annie. Catch you in a wee bit. Cheerio. Okay folks, this is part of the Falls of Falloch. Just breathtaking with all the rain. Beautiful. Down around the corner, and then there's more falls down there. Stunning place. There's a viewpoint somewhere from the other side of the road. I think that's further down. It's just gorgeous. Stunning. Look at that one, Susie. Right, let's go this way. Up, down, up, down. Catch you later. Leave it with that. Okay folks, we're almost at the highest point here, I think. Come up into Glenfalloch. We've got the Falls of Falloch way below you still. Just had to stop down the bottom and have a conversation with my lovely Susie. Okay, message Jackie Dench. A lovely friend of mine from Gartness, the Snug and the Great Honesty Box. What's been happening? So I'm up in the hills in Glenfalloch, and there's a couple that we saw this morning at the Drovers Inn, and the guy at the back just said, I think I've seen you on Facebook. I'm all over Facebook at the moment apparently, dressed like Rob Roy. So we're going downhill I believe, and then over there somewhere we cut underneath the road. I think it goes round and then up and then down again actually. Can't remember. Yeah, I think we go over there somewhere, up and down, and then up and then down and then under, past that building over there, then up into those hills, and then that hill above there, that's near Craiglanlarich. Yeah, there's deer in the hill, but I've not seen any yet. I've heard an eagle a couple of times, but not seen it. Yeah. Right, we're going to crack on. Goes down and up, down and up, down and up. Catch you later. That's more of the Falls of Falloch. Go down here over this bridge, which they still haven't fixed. Jesus. And then over that way. I have the poncho on. No, they haven't fixed this bridge yet. This was broken in 2021. Got to crawl across and don't touch the sides and hope the f***ing bottom stays in. Jesus. Don't like that. Right. Beautiful. Hello folks. Right, I'm in a very breezy Glen Falloch. Just come up the hill there behind me. And buying glass all the way along. And up this way. I don't know if you'll see, there's a post on the hill there. It goes to there. And then downhill. Has to be cottage. Downhill. Feeling absolutely marvellous, folks. Absolutely marvellous. A bit of a rocky start to the week with all the bad weather and money out the wallet and the bike going down and the phone. Thanks again to Andy Knight and Betsy, Nikki and all the amazing staff at Buying Glass. I've had an amazing night. Got gas this morning from Nikki and heading on towards the trees above Crane Larrick. Pitch up in there somewhere again. Might just pitch up near the bench. There's a nice spot there with a view. Not cutting the trees there, so you should see. Yeah, very marvellous. Oh, here's a bit of this. I think I shaved my head. My hair's doing my head on. Yeah, so you come up the glen. There's some rain in the hills over there. Up the glen. Post and to the left and then down the hill. How do it? Get ready for the rain. So we're downhill and cut round from goes all the way up and down to the wee white cottage and then crosses under the road. I think it does. We're up in the hills over there, off Crane Larrick. I'll pitch up somewhere up in there today, and then into Tyndrum tomorrow. A couple more wee bits of supplies, food wise. Some needle and thread, fix my coat. I've got 3 buttons in my wallet that come off my jacket. So. Yeah, we're up, down, up, down, up, down to the white cottage, I believe, which is just down there. And then we cross over under the road. There's a white cottage just there. 2 people with red backpacks just walking past it now. So we'll catch you down there. And then we're up into those hills over there. Catch you in a bit. Cheerio! Right folks, so after you come along past the wee cottage, you come up here and over this wooden bridge where there's more falls. So the amazing gorge cuts right the way through the glen. that hedgehog mushrooms up there. So I go over this bridge, and I believe it's a right turn here somewhere. Yeah. Up through these trees. I thought that was hedgehog mushrooms there. They got here through these trees and that. Sheep lying on the path. Yeah, we go through here. There's your sign. Through the trees. Just lovely. Still not seeing any deer on the hills. Right. Let's crack on. Oh. It's a wee bit up and down in here, a wee bit slippy. Yeah, camera's gone away. Okay folks, so after the little white cottage you cross over the river, up through the trees, a couple of little styes you cross over, little gates, and brings you down to the river. And there's a wee weir type thing up here on the left that we've got to pass. It's nice having the river next to where you're walking, quite soothing. Oh, past a bit wet there, let's go around here. Filmed the last little bit on the castle, so now I'm back on the cannon because I thought I seen some deer up in the hills. I was going to try and zoom in, but now I can't see where it was moving. I'm sure I saw something move. Oh. Not 100% sure. Anyway, right, we go along here past this little weir and then it goes left, I think. Let's catch up there. We'll leave it with that hill. The rain and the hills. Gorgeous. Okay people, there's the weir. Comes underneath the road. There's the path that we're on. There's us straight into the river. Still can't see what I thought was deer. Give it a miss. The path goes along here and up into the hills again on this side. We'll catch you along there. Cheerio. Right folks, we come up the path after the weir and we get to this. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Pan up a little bit. And then a wee bit more on the right, going up into the hill. That one there's stunning. Beautiful. Right, path goes up here and then I believe we go underneath the road and up into the hill the other side. We'll catch up there somewhere and I'll leave you with this. Beautiful. Video. Right folks, follow that path through the middle of the screen. Buying glass is way over that ridge up there. You've got the A82 to your right, and the river and a gorge to the left of the path. And then you've got the Glenfalloch estate with a deer fence around it to keep them in. They bring people up and they pay money to go on the estate and shoot deer, which I don't really rightly approve of. Everyone's different. I keep hearing an eagle. I've not seen it. It won't be the same one that I heard earlier, a different part of the glen. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Crane Larrick is at the bottom of the hills there with the sun on them. Over that way. So it looks like we're going down and round. So catch you along there. I'll leave you with that view. Look at that mountain just in the mist there. Oh, wow. Got to try and get through here. I'm sure the bike gets in the way. You've got to really bend down. Oh. Oh. Made it. Killer. Right, that's us on the other side of the A82. Let's get through here. Up into the hill. Up into the hill, past the wee cottage on the left. Stop at the sign and let you see the cottage. It's lovely. And before that, there you go. I think someone lives in there too. Right. Right side of the way. Go up into the hills a wee bit and then along to the farm. Down and up into the trees above Crane Larrick. Got to go down and across this wee river here. Oh, excuse me. That's that breakfast, right? I'm going to make the camera way to cross that. It's quite steep down, quite steep up. Get you up there somewhere. Cheerio. Okay folks, that last bit wasn't the road I was going under, it was the railway line. And then it brings you onto a road and then you follow up to that little gate there, down the path, and then you get to here. So this is going under the A82. And then there's stairs and then it goes up into the hill and it's quite steep on the right hand side. Woo! Stairs. The easiest bit. This is on the other side of the A82. That wooden gate, and then it goes up into the hill to the right. Might need a wee break soon. There's a gate. Very high step. Very high step. Oh. Go up there. It's quite steep there. Right. Let's crack on. Up the hill. Right, let's get up there, put the camera away, catch up there. Cheerio. Okay folks, right on the other side of the 82, in the hills, laying glass, and I'm heading along here. Goes along to above a little Okay people, that's the way I've came. Rain's following me, got the poncho back on. We're heading on this track above the A82. Maybe along here, look at that. The path goes along, you can see the hikers in front of me. Above that farm, and then into the trees, and that'll do me for the night. Crane Larrick is on the other side of that hill there. Catch you along the way. Cheerio. Okay folks, that's the way I've came. Poncho on again. Rain keeps following me and then going, and following me and then going. It's the wine glass is way up there somewhere. There's the A82 and the railway line. Beautiful. Crane Larrick is just over that hill there basically. I'm heading up there, just above that farm, into the trees. So I'll catch you up there by the farm. I'll leave you with that. Just beautiful. Catch you later. Right folks, that's the way I've came. Wine glass is miles away. There's the A82. There's the farm. So I'm basically running behind, above the farm and into the trees. And if the rain stops, we'll sit on the bench and have a wee break. If not, we'll try and find somewhere in the trees and get the tent up, probably. So, we're going that way. Crane Larrick's pretty much just over that hill there. That hill there. Ah, just look at that. Even when this is stunning. Finally managed to find somewhere where there's no sheep, where I can filter off some water. Just put a wee bottle of filter out of that. Even with all this, it's still beautiful. Look at that over there. Oh my God. Well, I tell you folks, the head's feeling good. I feel it myself after the last 2 days. And it feels bloody great. Ah, just what I needed, just what I needed. Might have been forced out at the time, but my God, did I need it. That's 12 o'clock. Here we go, we're heading that way. Catch you soon. Cheerio. Right folks, you follow the path all the way along above the farm. Follow that wall. Get to here. This is the forest above Crane Larrick. This thing here. Oh, wind's caught me. There we go. Right, so get to that gate. West Highland Way sign. And this is actually the Crane Larrick crossroads. Crane Larrick is a halfway point on the West Highland Way and an excellent place to rest aching legs and restore spirits. It's at the junction of two natural routes through the hills where Glenfarloch rises and meets the gentle pastures of Strathfillan. Rugged drovers and nervous stagecoaches also pass this way, plunging down the Bogle Glen road with some trepidation before stopping at Crane Larrick for food and lodgings. Redcoat soldiers march north on military roads from Loch Lomond over the watershed to Glenfarloch, where you're standing now, and down to Strathfillan, where they joined another military road from the Calendar to Tyndrum. So basically, Calendar's a mile down there, but it's also a mile back up. Get new tree plantations in. I could maybe go in there. Looks quite sheltered in there. They've already been in that bit, so might be okay. or up the hill into that lot. That's where the viewpoint is, up there. I might go there because that's where I was heading. Yes. Might get the winds more if the winds pick up though. Decisions. Let's have a wee shifty in here, shall we? Let's have a wee shifty in here. There's a bench in there. A good spot to pitch up. Keep it open though. Let's have a look at these forests. See what it's like in there. See how much shelter we've got for the tent. What the ground's like. Because I cannot remember. Find a nice bit of grass and not moss, because the moss holds the water. Couple of down trees. Mossy, nowhere really suitable there. Let's have a look there. Get the poncho hood off. Rain stopped a bit. Might be able to see. They're still working here, look. Right, that's out. So we're up there somewhere then. Right, I'll catch you at the top of that. Up there. In a bit. Cheerio! Right folks. At the junction down there, Cranelark Junction. Had to be looking at that wood there, but they're still doing work there by the looks of it, so I'll come up the hill to the bench. There's been in a few of my other videos on the intros and stuff. Cranelark is just down below us in here, and that wee road there, walking up and down that in my intro. I'm going to go up there and look for somewhere to pitch up. I might carry on and do a couple more miles yet, because it's only about 12:30, 1 o'clock. Yeah, look at that. Oh, just stunning. Even in bad weather, it's stunning. Obviously the bad weather's not bothering the head because the head's feeling better. When I was up the other week there, God, I just didn't want to be here. Depression's quite a nasty thing, isn't it? But I'm winning this time, for sure. Definitely going to beat it. And that being pretty... well, the head's been to hell and back, shall we say. Right, that looks like it might start raining again, folks. So I'm going to get the stuff away. Get off this bench because I'm getting a wet arse. Go and find somewhere to pitch up, or carry on a couple of miles towards Tyndrum and find somewhere to pitch up. As usual, I never know what I'm going to do. I know I wanted to get here, and I've done that in one go from buying glass. Without stopping, just the odd wee break to admire the view and have a sip of water and get some more water in the wee bottle to filter. Yeah, the rain's coming back in. I'm going to get the stuff back on, get the poncho on. Leave you with that. Cheerio! Okay folks, I'm in the forest above Cranelark, heading in the direction of Tyndrum. The recent storms just battled through here. So many broken and downed trees, it's unreal. I was going to pitch up in here, but I think I'll carry on a wee bit more. Look at it, it's like a battleground. My word. Look at all. the drizzle. Something out of gorillas in the mist. Put that Bigfoot on the video again up the path. Like I did on the Rob Way. Yeah, it's just devastated the place, look. Unless I have to put your tent in with all these down trees. I'll see what's further up. It's quite a steep path, this. I need a whiskey coffee. Which way am I going in now? Peaceful. It's about 1 o'clock, I think, half 12, 1 o'clock. The rain's going to get heavy about 3, so it needs to be pitched up and sorted by then. The thing with the moss is it soaks up all the water. Look at the devastation there. Jesus Christ. That might be a good clearing bit in there. There's a big path in there. Let's go and have a look at that. No, that's boggy. No, forget that. Oh, grass, not bog. Oh, stumbled there. Right. Let's go up the hilly bit and see what's there. Oh, I remember this bit up here. Got my bit of video footage up here when I come up in 2019. Oh, no, 2021. The leather bag. Dear country. Deer tick country. Yeah, I remember this bit. I'm going to keep going, try and find somewhere to pitch up. I'll catch you later. Cheerio, folks. Right, so you keep following the path all the way down, all the way down. You get to this. I don't think we're too far from Tyndrum. I don't remember this. There you go. Obviously I've done it though. Still looking for somewhere to put the tent up. Can't seem to bloody find anything. Gorgeous though. Maybe in this little bit of woods here, we shall see. It's been raining for about an hour. Doesn't look like it's going off. Don't want to be too near the waterfall anyway, keep you awake. This path goes through the trees, so maybe there's a place in here. We shall see. Oh, excuse me. That big breakfast keeps coming back on me. First real substantial thing I've had to eat for a week. I'm losing weight, so that's good. Happy with that. Right, I'm going to go into the trees, see if I can find someone up there. What do you do with that? Cheerio. Right folks, it was in those forests up there, pitched up in the forest, but the ground wasn't brilliant. I wasn't happy. Still raining. I've decided to move. There is the horrible side of forestry. Just pure blot in the landscape, just like my lens. Hang on. Yeah, look. That's the horrible part of forestry. Just blot. Right, I'm on the way between Cray and Larach and Tyndrum. Goes up and down, up and down, up and down through the forest. I'm going to go because it's pissing down the rain. I'm going to find somewhere decent to put the tent up. If I can get a wee bit of shot. Catch you later. Right folks, I've not filmed anything for ages. I pitched up in the forest, didn't like the spot. Decided to follow the path all the way downhill. Right the way down to the end, you get to a bit where you cross over the road. And you come down this path here. And you get to this. Diabetic ponies and a gate. I'm just looking for somewhere where I can put the tent up where I feel safe. And I've got a signal. Warning, electric fence. Just to keep the ponies in, I would imagine. Still raining. It's been constant since about 1 o'clock. And I'm getting a bit pissed off with it now, to be honest. So I just want somewhere where I can put the tent up, a couple of trees and a bit of grass with pigs on hold. This is the bridge I remember walking over with Gabriel. That was 2021, I think. The weather was nicer. I'm getting a bit pissed off now. All my stuff's wet. Just want to get pitched up. Hello. Oh, hang on. Hello there. Hello. Hello, beautiful. Hello, beautiful. You're gorgeous. Hello. You're not being looked after very well, are you? Beautiful boy. Right. Tyndrum massage. I need a massage after this. Let's get through here. Oh, I think most of my bloody stuff's soaked. River filling. Tape protection order. Right. I want the range to be a bit longer. Across the river. Yeah, I remember coming across here in the summertime, 2021, and Gabriel walking up behind me again. I just want somewhere to put the tent up where I don't have any hassle. And I can't remember which way to go here either. Oh, sign here, this way. Yeah, there's a sign there. This way, so I'm heading towards Tyndrum. I never know, I might get somewhere in some trees somewhere. Sheep. Aye. It's been a really wet afternoon, but despite the problems and stuff, today putting the tent up, it's going to be wet. Tarp's going to be a pain in the arse. Still Still feeling quite positive, which is quite a surprise really. I think we'll go through this farm here. Hills, Ben Moor, Stop Bain, Cwch ar Drain, Stop Baining, Ben Moor. I think I've done those two. Ben Moor. I'm sure I've done that. Stop Bain. That rings a bell, those two. I don't recognise the other one, but I'm sure I've done these two. Right, I'm going to go through the farm, catch you later on. Okay folks, so you bypass the farm and take a left just before the farm. There's a graveyard in there. It brings you this way, past St Fillan's Priory. The ruin in there, the chapel. Priory. The ruins of this Augustine priory date from the 13th century. Robert the Bruce endowed the priory in 1317. This monastic community was clearly very important at that time. Right, we're heading this way through farmland. Oh, there's an owl or something. There's an owl. Oh wow. Oh, that's beautiful, man. Just got up in those trees there. I think the rain's coming in yet again. Bloody hell, just relentless today. Relentless. Right, I just need to find somewhere to put the tent up now, because it's gone 4 o'clock. I need to get pitched up in the light. So St Fillan's, so we're on the way to Tyndrum. Not too far, I don't think. We're pitching up in there really. Can I get in? It's a protected site because of the owls and stuff, so I don't really want to do that. Got to respect nature, folks. We're all a bit of an animal somewhere. I'm just done in, the rain's just annoyed the crap out of me. So I just want to get pitched up, get in out dry, get a tarp over because I can't trust this tent. A couple of spots where it's leaking. Definitely getting myself a Lanshan 2 Pro and a null, what do you call them? Thermarest ultralight sleeping mat. They're number 1 and 2 on the priority list for the camping. Right folks, I've got to be honest, from St Fillan's Priory all the way to here, cannot remember any of it. There's a wee sign there. There's a sign here, West Highland Way, Tyndrum 1.5 miles. I'm just looking for somewhere to pitch a tent now. A couple of trees, aren't doing me. The rain is still on. It's getting on my nerves. Nice spot down here, but I need a couple of trees I can put a tarp over. This tent is shite. It really is shite. It's not a tent for rain by any means. Everywhere looks bloody wet there as well anyway. I'm definitely getting a Lanshan 2 Pro folks, definitely. Nice waterfall, nice bridge. There's nowhere to pitch up. So 1.6 miles. Don't know what the time is. I need to find somewhere to get the charger out to charge the phone again. I need to get a new phone as well because this one's crap too. I'm tempted to just go in there, you know. Well enough now. Let's see what's up here. Get a wee bit away from the waterfall because it's going to be noisy as hell. Get too close to that. So, yeah, Tyndrum. So come from Bindglass to Tyndrum. Well, Tyndrum Community Woodland. Tyndrum Community Woodland. Just put the fucking tent in here, you know. Do you know what? It's not a bad idea. And that's we pitch up in there. There's that gate, nobody's using it. A wee bit of shelter from that stone there. It's tempting, isn't it? I'll get back to you. I'll do the pitch up there or try and find somewhere in the woodland. I'll catch you soon. Cheerio. I'll leave you with that.
What it's right and what it's wrong.